Hey, hello guys, how you doing? Hello Tito, hi Kumar, how are you today? How are you? How are you? Let's let's give it a minute, see if more people joins. Hey Randall, congratulations on today. I know you had a great day. Hey Alex, Hagi, how you doing guys? All right, give me 1 second here. 21 people, 25 people. All right. Hello, Eileen, Rafa, Donald Trump, Donald Trump ice cream. Welcome, brother, to this community. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Dennis, Lilia, G Woods, Peters. How you doing, guys? So I have a few things to discuss today. Gabi, hello. So first of all, not sure if you were able to go to today. Let me change this one here. Google Chrome, YouTube, right there, guys. Not sure if you noticed something today. Hello, Declan. Hey, Chandler. All right, so today we have, or we had, past tense. We had a small change, but I think, uh, it's a huge change. All right. So this morning today, hello, Don. So this morning today, I was not only sharing my charts right here on YouTube that I already know, guys. I already know that they are not that good. They are not that good. I mean, it's kind of hard to actually maximize these images. But yeah, I mean, this is what we have for YouTube. I, I'm not really sure what else to do here. But the good thing is that we have today on, well, if you click right here, trading performance coach, it takes you to my website. So in my website, if you come here to my website, you will see this daily charts tab. So you click on here and you will find the same commentary than in YouTube. Also, you will find like the images, and they are like clearer and easy to expand. SPY, QQQ, but I have one huge change for this morning. So if you click on this link, you will open this chart here. All right. So this chart here, it's my SPY and QQQ chart. This is what I call the sniper view. But well, I mean, right here you can see. But if you click on that link, this chart is gonna open in your trading view. All right, and you will have a let's do it. Let's do it here. Sign out. Is it signing out? Sign out. It's not signing out. Let's see. All right. Yes. Okay. So I sign out. So if you click on that link, you will see something like this. All right. You will see something like this. So you can't edit this chart right here because it's on view only mode. But something amazing that we just discovered this week is that you can click on this button here on the right top corner. It says copy, and you will copy all of the elements on this chart to your chart. All right. So I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm super excited about this because there's a lot of people there was a lot of people trying to copy these levels to your own chart, Because I mean, because it's easier, right? I mean, even if you don't have my same key levels, it was easier to just move them a little bit to to fit whatever key level was on your side. So it does it just copy. No, you yeah, you can copy the levels. You can copy the levels. Just I don't know if someone can help Kumar. But yeah, I mean, you can just, yeah, you can copy. Oh, someone else is struggling. Just it just copies the layout but doesn't copy. No, it's supposed to copy everything. It's supposed to copy everything. Actually, I did a few tries, and I actually can. I copied to a new account, uh, and I actually can. But well, anyways, I mean, the one thing here is that I mean, you can just uh, maximize this screen, and you can look where these levels are coming from. You can scroll on the chart. You can like zoom in, zoom out. So yeah, I mean, you can do all of this, and I just think we are getting better, right? I mean, I'm sure there's still some improvement here. I'm sure about this. It's just like, I mean, we are getting to the point where it's very useful, right? I think it's very useful, right? So guys, if you have any feedback, if you have any feedback, or you have like tips and tricks on how to do this, it will be great if you help me. uh, oh, you can see my other tabs while I'm trying to pay my taxes here. uh, it yeah, Texas is amazing on taxes, but you need to comply. Right, you need to comply. All right. Okay, so let me take a look to your comments. When I copy the chart from your link, it just copies the layout, but it doesn't copy the levels. There is a new copy button on the top left corner. It's new. Diane, why these days you prefer the zones instead of the white line? Because we are just consolidating. We are balancing here. So instead of just having like a single key level, yeah, that's actually a very good question. I mean, I still have my key levels here, but yeah, I've been watching a few zones, right? A few zones. So why? Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like sometimes let me tell you something. For example, I don't like to have key levels closer to $1.50 on SPY. So when they are too close, probably that's why I prefer to have these areas, these zones, right? Because as you can see here, I mean, this area here, we can easily use the top and the bottom of this zone, but they are too close. So because I don't like to have lines that close, that's probably why I'm drawing a few zones, but it's pretty much the same, right? uh these levels pay. I hope they are being useful for you guys. You just copy the chart settings. I just do my own levels. They work. It copies the sniper view, but levels are not there. Just one thing, guys. remember my chart is dark and my lines are white. So if you have the light mode on your chart, meaning the white canvas, probably that's why you are not watching the lines. Just I mean, it's just an idea, but levels are not there. That's weird. Is there a link that is sent for those charts? Yeah, Dora. Every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, on my YouTube channel, you can find the link, or you can just go tradingperformancecoach.com, and on the top of the website, it says daily chart. You just click on it, and it takes you there. Deepe, hi Neto, woke up for trading but was so tired after work. That's great awareness. That's great awareness. I mean, if you are not 100%, I mean, you just don't force anything. Tasnim, watching your execution today, SPY trade was very fast. Yeah, actually, I was discussing this with my wife. I mean, today's execution was like elite. I'm gonna explain you why. All right. Arun, how do you draw your key levels? How do you differentiate between a zone and a level? You know what? I'm gonna release how to draw key levels video in 1 or 2 more weeks. So I will explain like in depth how I watch these key levels. So yeah, just give me a few days, guys. No, Tony does not share a link. It's Jack who's sharing a link. But we're doing the same thing. I'm not sure if. Well, I'm not sure why is that. Kumar, you took the first trade, then took another one. All right. Tony's are on Discord. Yeah, but those are like screenshots of the charts, right? What do you think? 1055 candle. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me go to my chart here. All right. So what I was watching here. Okay. What I was watching here. Rejection of the 5-minute opening range. Rejection of this green dotted line. That's the previous week low. I mean, you can see here how I do. Now. Well, but this green line, that's previous week low. So I was watching this rejection here, and I was like, oh well, let's take this. All right, let's take this. So on this drop, guys, let me tell you what I did. So I entered on this candle when it moved below the bodies of these candles here. All right. So I enter here, let's say 679. All right. Let's say 679. So I enter here 679. I took 677 puts. Why? Because I was like sure that it will break 679. I will be in 678. So I was taking the next strike, right? So next strike was 677. And well, what happened here on this first drop? I got like 28% on this candle here. So I took 1/4 my position here. Why? Because that's part of my plan. Every time I hit 25%, I take 1/4 my position. So that's what I did here. And look at this. It actually tried like a good drop, right? So I took 1/4 my position on this candle here. It hit 25%, 28%. Then it was struggling on this area here, and then finally the drop. All right. So on this candle here, 946, we actually hit like 48%, something like that. So I took 1/4 more of my position here. So on this candle here, 946, I took 1/4, one more quarter of my position. So I'm 50% off, right? 50% off, 50% my position off. Then I was watching this struggle here. All right, I was watching this struggle here. Buyers actually stepping in around this area here, 677 50, 677.70. So I was watching this area here, and when we broke again, but we bounced right on the same spot, I took one more quarter my position here, around 42% on this candle here. And then what happened? We had this huge bounce, and I was like, oh, well, this is actually breaking my structure here, right? This is actually breaking my structure here. So what's gonna happen? So probably it's gonna retest here, and it's gonna squeeze to the upside. So I took 15% my position, 15% my position here on this candle with something like 15%, and I took 10%, the rest of my position, 10%, right here at break even, like negative 2% or something like that. One of my personal rules is once price tag 25% and continues, I just move my stop loss to break even on the contracts, not on the asset, not on the underlying, on the contracts premium. Why? That's one of my rules. So I was way in profit on this candle here. I decided to, you know what? This is a good time for me to go for breakfast with my wife, and I just left. So I miss the fun right here. I know it was 10:37, but look at this. It was 9:49, and I was 9:50, and I was done for the day. I got something like 36 or 30 something percent on my whole trade. That was great for me, because then I was watching this consolidation here, and I was like, oh, well, this is going to be one of these days. I don't want to participate here. So it was a good decision to just step away, right? But then we had this drop here, right? 10:29, 10:30, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rejections of previous week low, 7 rejections of 5-minute opening range, a few rejections of pre-market low. So this sell-off was kind of expected, right? I mean, this sell-off was kind of expected. So what was your job? Waiting for a nice entry according to our system. So what is our system? It's waiting for a break and retest of a relevant key level. So right here, it was the break and retest of low of the day, right? It was so clear. And the rejection was so clear right here. So you took this trade here, and my recommendation will be, okay, well, let's take your trade right at the break of the previous candle body. But even if you didn't do that, and you said like, okay, well, let's wait for 677 right here. I mean, 677, and you were looking for this 15-minute chart key level, 675.50. Let's say 50 right here. It was a 1 to 2.14 risk reward. But again, my recommendation will be maybe right here below these bodies, or maybe right here below this candle here. Anyways, it was a nice trade. It was at least a 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio trade. And if you were looking at the market structure, you hold here, you stayed on this trade, and you actually went all the way to 673.30. Can you see, guys, how well key levels have been working? Right here, all right? So this 675.57 was on the key levels on this morning. Previous day low, well, that's not my key level. That's an easy key level from the daily chart. But what about this 673.70? 673.70. Look at this, right to the T, consolidation around this key level, So key levels have been fire. And guys, I mean, you just need to follow key levels and you will be making money. There's no secret sauce. As you can see, it's market structure, using the break and retest of support turn into resistance areas. Right here, this was previous week low, right? That was a strong support area. So we break it, we rejected it, and then we ride the drop, right? That's exactly what we do. That's the break retest boom. And well, what do you think? Let me start looking at your questions and your entries. Let me start here. Kumar, 10:55 candle for puts. 10:55 candle for puts. Well, brother, I mean, first, this was just too far. I mean, too late, too far. I mean, I understand what you tried here, like the break and retest. Well, no. You know what? No. I'm just watching this. I really like it. I'm sorry. I really like it. This is the break and retest previous day low. So you were looking this 10:55. I think that was a good entry. Just didn't work, right? Just didn't work at first. Look at this. It came back, retested this 675.50, and then just I mean, if you were waiting for like something like the 84% rule or something, you actually got this trade here. Well, yeah, that was a good idea. It's just like it was too far away from today's opening. I mean, we opened very close to 680, and this was 675. So yeah, I just think it was too late, too far, right? Too late, too far. Let me. Who else? Lilia, I think that's the same thing. Mr. Ram, 943. 943. Wait a minute. All right, right here. This is it, 943. Yeah, well, that. Why did you take that, Mr. Ram? 2 candles, 943. How do you manage that trade and re-entry 945? Re-entry 945 here. Yeah, I mean, I just think this is kind of late. I mean, the actual break retest was up here, so right here 943. It's like in media retest of the. Yeah, I just think this. I mean, you were late on this move. Maybe 945. Actually, I like this a bit more. This 945. The one thing is that, I mean, you were this close to this key level 678. So it I mean, it just didn't work, right? It just didn't work. It reacted heavily here. But the idea was good. I mean, the idea was good. It was just early in the day, because at the end, this is actually the same trade that ended working here. And as you can see here, look at this. Oh, sorry. This is the exact area that you were looking here. 943, this candle here, 945, this candle here. So this was a good area here, 678.15, 678.20. So that was a good area here. Let me see if what was there here. Okay, so now you identify this. Let me show you. All right, let's go to 1 minute. Okay, so this area here, this same area here, look what happened yesterday. So it was resistance turned into support. It was resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance, support. So that was a good area for yesterday, actually. Yeah, that was a good area for yesterday. Why I choose this 677.93? Well, I think on the 15 minute it looked better. Yeah, on the 15 minute and the 1 hour it looked better. No, it was 677.93. Yeah. Yeah, on the 15 minute and the 1 hour it just looked better. But yeah, you had the right idea. You just had the right idea. It was just early in the day. It bounced right there. It bounced right there. And well, later in the day, it actually, the breakout was right on that area, right? So, you were not mistaken. It just didn't work out at first. Um, 10:55, same thing. Before your first scale, do you have a hard stop at 25%? Yeah, well, it's not a hard stop, it's my mental stop. But yeah, I'm usually looking for the 20-25%. No more than that. Don't one day I will have enough to scale and hold like that. Neto took SPY puts 940, sold 946, 940 here. Well, this is very similar to this one, right? And you sold 946. That was the trade. That was the trade. Good job there. Neto took two trades, SPY. First entry 1006. 1006. Right here, multiple rejections. Oof, you got it right. Exit 1020. 1020 here. That was a good trade. Second trade was 1038. 1038. Good entry here. It's very similar to this. And you exited previous day low. Something like this. That was a great trade. Yeah, great job, Aniket. Same stop loss rule. Good. You like it, Gabi? You took the same thing, right? Declan 953 and 1011. 953. It's a valid entry here. It's a valid entry, like the break and retest of this low of the day. I think it is maybe 1052, right? Maybe 1052, or I don't know where you took this trade here, but yeah, it was a good entry. Just didn't have continuation here, right? And then you said 1011. Well, this entry, I don't like this entry because now you created this range, right? Now you are inside of this range. So now what do you want to do? Well, you want to wait for the breakout of this range. Exactly here. Yeah, I don't like too much to trade inside of these tight ranges. So yeah, I will wait it for the break of this range. Neto, what is the entry model for the third trade? It's rejection of this 676 here, Tito. 676, 676.50. Yeah, do you remember, guys? I always tell you, like, half numbers, whole numbers, strike numbers, they work nice. Actually, let me tell you something. I was doing something here. Crosshair, grid lines. I think right here. No, right here. Okay. If you have these green lines right here, not sure. Are you able to see these horizontal lines? They are every 50 cents. They are every 50 cents. Let me see if I can make them grid lines. No. All right, something like that. Okay. Can you see them now? They are every 50 cents. Every 50 cents, every 50 cents. If you zoom out or you zoom in, they are gonna move. But right now, they are every 50 cents. So this is a visual aid for you. If you don't want to have too many key levels, you can have something like this. I mean, I don't oh, I don't like in yellow. I would like to have something like this, 6%, 30%. Yeah, something like this. But this is what I mean. I mean, this is every 50 cents. So it's a visual aid, especially if you are just like me trading SPY, QQQ, or there are a few other tickers that they respect the every 50 cents, or the whole numbers and yeah, the whole numbers and half numbers. This could be a good aid for you. So what is the entry model here? Well, this is just the break and retest of this 676. 676 is a strike whole number. So it came back, rejected, and I will take this trade right here, 676, where to the next key level on the 15-minute chart, right? So that's basically the model here. Now let me take this out. All right. It's just a visual aid, just in case you need that aid for you. I mean, to identify the to identify your whole numbers and half numbers. That's another way to do it, right? That's another way to do it. Let me go to your questions. Alex, you took 941. Oh, I lost it. Okay, 941. Levels game changer. Soron, you here? Do you share your levels pre-market? Yes, Donald Trump ice cream. Every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time on the YouTube channel. Look for the posts. So first, subscribe to the channel, please. First, subscribe to the channel. It's for free, and you will be receiving notifications for this. This is a daily exercise with you, Monday to Friday. We're gonna take a break for next week. Because the holidays, but usually it's Monday to Friday here. So yeah, and now we started like a month ago sharing my SPY and QQQ charts. So we have been testing different ways to do it. So for example, today we started with this trading view link, so you can copy them into your charts, but apparently there's people that they can't copy the lines, only the layout. Let's see if we can like start trying to do something different. All right, then Dian 1031 puts, that was a good trade. That was a good trade. Kumar AK 941 puts. You were stop out, re-entered. Thank you, Eileen. Gabi, regarding the 679.56 zone. All right. 679.56 zone right here. Okay. Instead of marking it as a zone, do you draw it as a line because it has multiple touches on higher time frames? Or I am, let me take a look. 679.56. 679.56. Yeah, it could be easily like a zone, something like this, right? It could be easily like a zone. It's just, I mean, I didn't have it. I didn't have it as. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I just didn't have it as a zone, but yeah, it could be easily a zone instead of just a line. 677, 1003. All right, that was a good trade. The rejection of this pre-market low. Neto, do you only trade SPY? Yes, I've been only trading SPY QQQ for the past 5.5 months. Dark Cruise, can I trade with you live on Discord or Zoom? I can't. I mean, I'm not trading live with anyone. Yeah, sometimes, and I really mean it. Sometimes, with a few of my students of the performance coaching, I am explaining key levels. It's not like I'm sending call outs or hey guys, I'm entering right here 677 puts, or I mean it's not a live trading. Sometimes we share ideas and sometimes I help them like on market hours. But again, it's not live trading. I don't do live trading with anyone. It's just a matter. I'm not ready like mentally to be giving my ideas or anything, and I don't want you guys to follow me while hesitating. So yeah, I will be training this skill, and let's see if next year I can ask our coaches if they can give me a few minutes on the stage. Yeah, but right now I'm not live trading anywhere. Should I wait for a later time? Was 9:45 too early in general? I like to wait at least 9:40. Usually I wait more than 9:40. I mean, usually the rule. Well, it's not a rule. It's something that I like. I like to wait usually 9:45. But yeah, I never take trades on the first 10 minutes. Peters, Neto, what was the entry reason on 1050 candle? 1050 candle. Wait a minute. 1050 candle here. The break and retest of 676. 676. Oh, the lines, Tito. You go, you right click on the chart and go to settings, canvas, and you the grid lines. You can take them here, and you just move them. Once you have them, you can change the color and the opacity and a few things there. What time is the best time in general? I like 9:45 to 10:30, or 11. That's just me. I mean, there's a lot of people they like lunchtime. There's a lot of people they like power hour. I like the first 90 minutes. Okay, even I have 45% win, I still have FOMO. How do you deal with FOMO? Give us some tips, please. You had a 45% win and you still get FOMO? Brother, as just use context, right? I mean, I'm not sure where you're from. I'm living here on the States. I'm living in Texas. And I do have, for example, I do have my American Express high yield account, right? And just for context, it gives me something like 4.75% a year. A year. So if I have a 45% win on one trade, I am beyond gratitude with life, with trading, with market, with opportunity, right? It's just I think it's just a matter of how you approach things, right? Uh, for me, this is just a great opportunity. And when I look at that, it's like, for example, this one, right? I mean, because I was receiving a few messages from you guys on Discord. It was like, oh, Neto, did you catch this? Wow, that should be like a 200%. Probably, but I mean, I got 45% here, and I went early for breakfast with my wife. That's, I mean, that for me, that's 100x better than taking this 200% win, right? So I made some money. It was just clicking some buttons. I happened to spend quality time with the love of my life. So that's how I avoid FOMO, right? I mean, with gratitude for life and for for things that I do. Not sure if I actually answer your question. I think when you look at with gratitude, this kind of job, this kind of opportunity, everything changes, and FOMO is not FOMO is not there anymore, right? Yeah. So okay. Yeah, sorry guys. Sometimes I'm like very philosophic. Hola Felipe. Declan, I took 10, 11. Is it best once I had that first failed trade to wait for it? Yes. Yeah, that's what I was explaining, right? I mean, once you created this range, I mean, you want to wait for the breakout of this range, right? Because right now price it's just consolidating around this area, right? Price is just consolidating around this area. So what do you want? You want the break of that range. Kumar, can you please talk about your yesterday trade as well? That was a good trade, right? What I did yesterday. Oh, it's not here. Give me 1 second. That was my trade. Uh, yeah, this was these head and shoulders here, and it was I was looking for the rejection of this 680, right? So after a few times, well, I took two trades. This was my first trade. I took this break retest of the 5 minute opening range. Uh, I took 1/4 my position right here at the bottom, and then I ended. Actually, this trade I couldn't close it like break even. So yeah, this was a small loss. This was a very small loss. And when I say small loss, I think it was like a $25 loss. Yeah, it was a very small. But what was my idea? If you read my trade idea from yesterday, I was talking all the morning about rejection of 680, right? Rejection of 680. So we had one try, two tries, three tries, four tries, five tries, and I was like, okay, well, this triple top That's the most bearish thing on world, right? So this triple top is actually telling you where the sellers are sitting. So once you break again 680, I was like, okay, well, this is gonna drop again. So this is gonna drop. So I took this trade here. My first target was low of the day. It was a 1 to 3 risk reward rated trade. Then my second target was pre-market low, and my next target was actually this 675.50. But it didn't get it, right? It didn't get it. So 677 was a good spot to take profits. And this, let me put this here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna tell you, because I remember it was a great trade yesterday. Yeah. It was a great trade yesterday. 160 on this drop. So yeah, that was my trade from yesterday. All right. All right. Neto, what made you decide to just trade SPY and QQQ? Have you been profitable? Asking for a friend. Eileen, you are a Traders Lab student. So if you don't answer that question with something like, listen to your journal, I'm not sure what you have been doing there. Right? Yeah. So the answer is really easy. I've been collecting all of my execution data. Everything is in my journal. So I do my weekly performance reviews. I do my monthly performance reviews. I do my quarterly performance reviews. And I do my mid of year and end of year performance review. I know this is probably too much, but I mean, guys, this is how committed I am with mastering this skill. And this is my project manager thing speaking for me, right? So that's the level of commitment you should have, taking a look to what you do, right? Taking a look to your executions, taking a look to your setups, taking a look to your win rate, taking a look to your stop losses, taking a look to your mistakes, taking a look to the emotions that you feel while trading, taking a look to your targets, taking a look to how well your levels are working, taking a look to all of the factors that actually matter. Did I win? Did I lose this trade? That doesn't matter. What actually matters is how you executed your trade. So I take it really seriously, my journaling. I journal with intention, and I journal with intention every day. So my weekly performance review, it's easy to do. Then at the end of the month, my monthly performance review, it's easy to do because I have my weeklies. And then my quarterly performance review, it's easy to do because I have my monthlies. Everything done with intention. So I can take a look to my equity curve, to my win rate, to the expected return of investment on my contracts, if my setup is actually working, which setup and which ticker and what time it's my best performance, if I have a preferred day, if I have a worse day. So all this data, guys, is collected on a daily basis with intention. So when I can audit my own process, it's easy to spot these kind of things. What setup, what ticker is the one working for me? Well, it's easy to spot because I have a really detailed journal of what I do day in and day out. All right. So, Eileen, yeah, you already knew this, right? All right. Is that a Bucky's hoodie? I'm a Bucky's lover. I'm a Bucky's lover. Don, you already know the answer exactly. Kumar, yeah, actually, I think I received an email like a few weeks ago. It's just like it's so sad. It's so sad. The high yield account, it's that low. But yeah, I mean, you need to diversify, right? You can't have all of your assets on the market, right? I mean, I really like to have some portion of my assets on liquid assets like the high yield. But yeah, I mean, it's so sad that I don't pay attention to the emails they send. Uh, Hagi, I had a 940 puts entry. Okay. Okay. Terrible execution. Gavi, you are flowing, not forcing. Yeah, no. And guys, this is what I was explaining, right? I mean, uh, it's it's all about patience. When I have when I have this deep understanding of my setup, it's, I mean, that it's super easy. Because let me tell you something, guys. I mean, I don't have too much to show you on other tickers, so I would like to tell you something really important. I know we already spent 50 minutes here, but this is really important. And I just want to tell you, patience is not something you try to have. All right, patience is the natural byproduct of deep preparation, right? So when you have tested your system thousands of times, you know that waiting is more profitable than forcing, right? So patience is not a virtue. I think patience is the result, is the outcome of your completed homework. All right. And once you realize the market never runs out of opportunities, you never have FOMO again. You and well, I think, yeah, the patience comes from preparation. And do you remember, guys, a few weeks ago, someone on the community was like, "Oh, Neto, you are so lucky." You are so lucky having these kind of trades. And I was like, bro, why you are calling me lucky, right? I mean, I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to have time and willingness to prepare myself, right? So the more I prepare, the luckier I get, right? But I mean, again, this is not about lucky, and this is not about luck. It's about preparation and patience. Again, patience comes from being so well prepared that nothing is pushing you to do stupid things, right? It's like, why I will be wasting my time, why I will be wasting my mental capital, why I will be wasting my funds in something different to my A plus setup, if I know the stats, if I know how well it performs, if I know well how I can manage risk, if I know well what is the expectation of a win. So yeah, again, I mean, patience is not something that you finally find out in, in a book or something. It's the result of your deep preparation. All right. um you are very positive. Thank you. Rafa, you did not have 676 on your key level. How you came up with the second trade? Well, it's just, I'm always aware whole numbers and half numbers, especially strike numbers, right? I see the same. I like 680 for yesterday. Hey Jack, hey Sid, got here, took this 679.56. That was a good trade. Kumar, I hope one day I can analyze the chart as well as you, brother. I'm not doing any magic. I mean, as you can see, I'm drawing my key levels from swing highs, swing lows, pivots. uh, I mean, very, 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 very visual key levels. So yeah, it's just practice, brother. There's nothing hidden there. Declan, Neto, why didn't you wait for the retest of 10-12? 10-12, I was already in my car driving for my breakfast. Declan, for yesterday's second trade. Uh, I'm gonna be completely honest, Declan. Once I journal, it's like a mind dump for me. So I can tell you about today's, but I completely forgot about yesterday because everything is on my journal. Once I journal, it's like, I mean, if you ask me for my trade tonight, I don't know. I don't know because I already dumped everything, and I don't carry with with my trade the whole day. So sorry about that. Kumar, show up here daily, follow. Thank you. Michelle, I can yeah, I mean I have a strong commitment to my family. They are my big why. So that's why I'm very hard with me trying to do the right things. Flagship goals, yeah, Eileen. You need to do that. Bucky's. Yeah. Guys, if you ever come to Texas, you need to make a stop on Bucky's. It's part of the tours. Hello, Annette. How fast do you recognize consolidation? Can you explain? Uh, well, I mean, if look at this, if you fail to create lower lows or higher highs, and you just chill around this new range, that's my consolidation. I mean, I trade with market structure, nothing else, nothing else. Patel, great execution, brother. Great, great execution. Don, let me know when you come to Houston. I mean, we don't have as beautiful beaches as California, but we have fun here. We have fun. Best restrooms ever. Yeah, I mean they are cleaner than my house, right? Yeah, I think it's the only place that I feel comfortable, like going to the restroom there. All right. So, okay, guys. So let me go to QQQ. I think QQQ is the exact same thing. It was the break and retest of this low of the day, very close to previous week low. If you scale out right here, 609, you may have something like the one I had on SPY. And then later in the day, you had this break of the low of the day. You actually had this kind of like try of retest. This actually never retested, but then we created this order block. So with this break and retest of this order block, you could enter right here 1042 or right here 1041. This is the break and retest of this order block here. Order block here, rejection of 608.50. If you zoom out, look left, you will see how important 608.50 and 608 has been. So this was the break and retest. So you took another drop here, and then later, a few candles later, it was a break and retest of previous day low. And if you were planning your trade all the way to 603, that was a good trade. So again, QQQ looking cleaner than SPY. The actual consolidation up here on QQQ was a bit cleaner. The only one thing is that on the break of the low of the day, it didn't offer like a clean retest. But it created here an order block, so it broke, came back, retested your order block, and keep dropping. So I think that was easy, right? Um, Neto, I came to the conclusion from watching you trade SPY and QQQ that one just need to concentrate on trading those two tickers to make a good living. Ah, yeah, for sure. You can actually focus on one and that's it. Uh, QQQ chart. Okay, do you trade by yourself or you listen to live trading? I have dilemma. Uh, as a student, still learning, I follow but always smoke. Keiko, I when I finally developed my edge, I mean, I was the one first on the live stream, right? I was the when my coaches were like, mic check, mic check. I was the one saying like, oh, audio good, video good. I mean, I was the first one joining the live streams, but when I actually developed my edge, developed my setup, developed my strategy, I find out that my style was a bit different than my coaches. So while they were looking for long opportunities, taking calls all the time, I was looking for taking shorts, right? I was looking for taking puts. So all of their reasoning was like, oh, okay, well, I think this is a good spot for a bounce. I think this is a good spot for a reversal. I think this is a good spot for continuation to the upside. So all of the reasoning on their live streams were opposite or different to what I was actually watching in preparation for taking my own trade. So what I started doing was, okay, well, Tuesday and Thursday, I'm taking it by my own. So I'm not gonna join the pre-market prep. I'm not gonna join the live stream, and I'm gonna trade by myself. I'm gonna prepare by myself. I'm gonna trade by myself. I'm gonna do everything by myself. And I mean, at first I suck. Right? At first I made a few mistakes. I took some losses, but that's the process, right? That's the process. So suddenly I started taking more days off until I find out that I was executing way better by myself. And right now you can see that my strategy it's similar on my edge is similar on the strategy because I also trade the break and retest, but my edge is very different to our coaches. Any of the coaches on any of the communities. I'm not sure what communities you belong to. Most of here belong to Scarface, but some of you belong to Wolf of Wealth. Some of you belong to Greystone. I know people that they don't belong to any of these communities, but you can see that my strategy it's similar in a sense to all of these coaches, but it's very particular on how I approach to market the structure, to support, turn into resistance areas, the market structure shifts. So I do my own thing, right? So that's why joining live streams didn't make any sense anymore, right? And that's how I started trading by myself. And that's when I started like growing on a faster pace, right? Because I was doing my own thing. I was being hard with me on the revision of my trades. So I was taking hard lessons, right? But everything flowed better, right? So I'm not saying like, okay, well, drop any community you belong to. It's like start doing some days by yourself. Start with 1 day, start with 2 days, and keep going until you finally find your own system. Um, LTL, SPY price action is better than QQQ right now. Yeah, sometimes I mean they kind of like take turns to be better. Do you still listen to Discord live trading? No, I don't. Neto, if I'm looking at SPY and can't tell if it's in consolidation and QQQ is clearly consolidating, is that a good sign? SPY, yeah. Well, when I'm trading SPY, I'm not looking at anything else. When I'm trading QQQ, I'm looking at SPY. So, but yeah, I mean, you can look at both. You can look at both. So, I mean, actually, my this is my setup, right? I mean, so I'm watching SPY and QQQ at the same time. I'm usually not paying attention to QQQ, but look at this. I mean, when SPY is actually reaching this area, QQQ it's getting to this key level. So they have similar key levels, right? It's not they are a mirror, as you can see here. I mean, right here, SPY didn't have as a drop as sharp as QQQ, but they are very similar, right? They are very similar. It's just, again, when I'm watching SPY, I'm not looking to anything else. When I'm watching QQQ, I'm taking a look to SPY, but that's my style. It doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean that you should follow. It just means that you need to find out what works for you, all right? Christy, I'm struggling to trade SPY. Can you explain your strategy on Edge? Yes, look at the October 15 video. I went in depth with that, with explaining my strategy. And at the end of the year, I'm gonna release a new video. I'm just waiting for some feedback from my coaches. But yeah, but start with the October 15. I find the same. I trade opposite from many, and I quit fighting what works for me. You find. Thank you, Neto. New TradingView link on your website was a huge help for me today. Thank you, brother. I love that it's being helpful. All right. Kumar, Neto, besides SPY, QQQ, which sticker do you think works best with your strategy? You are not gonna believe it, but I think Tesla works great with my strategy. I mean, my strategy is nothing but the break and retest of market structure shift on the 1 minute following market structure, right? So yeah, I think Tesla. I mean, Tesla has like a huge moves, but once it runs out of fuel, the drops are delicious in Tesla. So yeah, I mean, if you want to start looking at Tesla for my strategy, it works really great there. Yes, Darch, that video is gonna be released at the end of this year. I mean, in the next 2 weeks. All right. Yes, thank you, Don. All right, guys. So that's all from my side. I'm really thankful that you joined today. Again, nothing too much to see on the tech names. I think the most interesting thing was on SPY, QQQ. Again, thank you for your questions. Thank you for making this exercise this interactive. Guys, I really need you to be involved with the channel because all of the improvement that we have made on the past weeks are because of your feedback. So we have been sharing charts. We started sharing higher resolution charts. We started sharing a new TradingView link. So if you have questions, if you have ideas, if you have feedback, please use the channel comments or the video comments, or just go to my website, shoot me an email, or just use the contact form. I really love when you get involved because that's when this community grows. All right, you know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.